We're standing here on the banks of the mighty Mekong River on the border of Laos and Thailand, and tomorrow we journey into Laos for our 4-month adventure. We're now on the mighty Mekong, crossing over to Laos, and it's a pretty big river, as you can see by those boats, those trucks I should say. We're on the road to Bun Mom, where we hope to catch a speedboat. We had to wait for 3 hours for this bus, but the journey so far is quite smooth. And all of a sudden the road turned to mud and dirt and potholes. I don't know, it's not very pleasant. Even the locals are complaining. We are in the town of Bun Mom, which is about 50 kilometres east of the border town of Huay Xai, and it took about 5 hours to get here. We waited 3 hours for a bus and a 2-hour bumpy ride to get here, with the hope of catching a speedboat up the Mekong River yesterday. It didn't happen. They said there was bandits on the river and they wouldn't take us. So this morning, we stayed here overnight in a bit of a crappy hotel. And this morning we're looking for any transport up the river. They're saying there's a slow boat, but they're now telling us it's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's at 7 o'clock at the moment. So we're not really sure what to do. We're just going to hang around and see what happens. Because the alternative is a massive multi-day trip to the same destination, so we're hopeful to get up that river. We want to get on something like that if possible. I'm not sure if it's possible though. Oh, by the way, that's Burma across the other side of the river. The 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock boats never came. But it's just on the stroke of midday and we've managed to find a boat that's going up the river to Xieng Kok. But it's a boat with a twist. Take a look at this. That there, my friends, is a boatload of water buffalo. That's the cargo today. There's a couple of soldiers with rifles. I don't know if you can see the rifles hanging off them, but they wanted to get on the boat, and luckily the boat driver just kept driving. The sun sets on a day of sailing on the Mekong. We approach Xieng Kok, which is only about 40 minutes away. I've got to say, it's pretty spectacular up here. Today we had high hopes of getting to Xieng Kok. We left at 12 o'clock midday, and we've just arrived on the side of the riverbanks, and they've pulled up the boat because it's getting a bit late and they don't think they're going to make Xieng Kok. So we're going to sleep on the boat tonight with the cattle in the back, and hopefully tomorrow morning we'll leave early and see what happens. Pretty crazy stuff here. That's what it's all about, travelling by slow boat in Laos.